everybody, good to see you. Make sure we're live before I get going here. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Just making sure we're live. Give me a second. Making sure everything's doing what it's supposed to do today. Okay, we are live. Let me double check. Okay, we should be live right now. You should have me on camera, but it's not, so I don't know what's up with that. So here we go. We are live officially. Here we go. All right, here we go. Want to make sure we're live. Let me get this up in position. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Palm Sunday before Easter, right? Let me get this going here. Let's get set up for you guys. Okay, there you guys are over there. I see you, but I don't see me. So let's see if this changes for you here. There we go. Why do I not see me on the camera? Wow, where am I? Oh, there we go. Now we're behind. Let me make sure we're on. Oh, this is totally unprofessional, but it makes me crazy. I've got no audio. Why don't I have audio? Ah, there we go. Okay, I still don't have audio. Is there a reason why I'm muted? Hang on, we're trying to figure all this out. I should have audio. All right, something's up with the audio. Hang on. We should have audio. We don't. Why don't we have audio? What's going on with the audio? I'm going to flip these things back on. We get the mic on? Should have audio. Why don't I have audio? Can you guys hear me over there? Because right now I don't have audio. What's going on? I'm going to refresh, you guys. I should have audio. Where the heck's the audio? Okay. That's why I just have to switch it. Hang on. Oh, that figures. I'm going to flip on and off. And now it's not accessing. Okay. So I want to know if I have audio. I don't even know if I have audio at this point. Let me look. I don't even know if I have audio at this point. Can somebody send me a message? Are you guys hearing me? Because I don't know if I have audio. You know what it is? Hang on, you guys. I know what's happening. Give me a second. I just realized something. Let me see. This may be why. Hang on. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me double check the audio now. Okay. Hi, Lois. How's it going? See, my cousin's here. I've just checked. Okay, now we got audio. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had my headset on. I had a client earlier. Hi, Lois. Good to see you. It's my cousin over there. Somebody send me a message. Are you guys hearing me? How unprofessional this is, right? You know what it is? Hang on, guys. I know what's happening. All right, let me get TikTok going, you guys. I just realized. And we're good. Let me get TikTok going here. Sorry about that. I forgot that the headset was on because I just did a reading for somebody a little while ago. And I had the headset on and I went to speakerphone with it. So let me get TikTok started and we'll get going here. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Sunday? Okay. Let me set this up. Sorry for all that. So, Easter house bills. Here we go. I know I blew it today. Sorry for that. If you were listening, my cousin was out there, but I don't know. Wasn't sure if I had audio. Yeah. Okay. Let me get my goal going. All right, let me get this set up over here and we're off and running. I wanted to make sure I had audio. I wasn't sure if I had it. fact, I'm going to make sure I get in. I want to make sure I have audio. Hang on. Okay, let me make sure I've got audio so I can. Let me see. This may be why. Hang on. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me double check the audio now. I'm just going to make sure. Hi, Lois. How's it going? See my cousin's here. I've just checked. Okay, now we got audio. Okay. All right, sorry, I had my headset on. I had a client earlier. Hi, Lois. Good to see you. It's my cousin over there. Somebody sent me a message. Are you guys hearing me? How unprofessional this is, right? Okay. Let me get my hang on. Yeah, okay. All right. Gonna do a wave. Let me double check the audio now. Gonna do a wave. Make sure we're here. I'm just gonna make sure. Hi, Lois. How's it going? See my cousin's here. I just checked. Okay, now we got audio. Okay. All right, sorry, I had my headset on. I had a client earlier. Hi, Lois. Good to see you. It's my cousin over there. Somebody sent me a message. Are you guys hearing me? How unprofessional this is, right? Okay. Let me get my hang on. Yeah, okay. All right. Gonna do a wave. All right, so sorry about that. I hate the way they start. I always say them. Let me get the gift goals set for today, and we'll get rolling on this. I'll get over on TikTok, and I'm just going to do a reset over here. We're going to go for some of these tiny dining. We're just going to run 10 tiny dinings today. Probably won't get any anyway. That up there. Okay, so we're ready to go. All right, we are live on TikTok, so here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Lois, I'm sorry it took so long. Didn't know if I was on or not, what was going on, but we got this. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Happy Easter before Sunday. Let's mute that. Okay. Good to see everybody. All right. So as you come in, we'll get the show on the road. Hi, Maria. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Sorry I ran a little late. I was on the phone with a client. All right. There's not going to be any readings tonight. Just to remind you guys, it's my night off. And so we're going to be working on an Easter gingerbread house. Here's the kit here. Somebody gave this to me for Christmas as a gift. So here's our kit right here that we're going to be working on. I bought some stuff, went to the dollar store. Bought some goodies at the dollar store for this project. Just hope nothing's broken. Hey, TPRB. Looks like nothing broke. Oh, maybe not. I can only hope. This was a gift from my neighbor. Ooh, we got these little Pezzy things. I did go out and buy a bunch of frosting. No reading tonight. So if anybody, try to get everything. If anybody has a baby shower coming up, I have enough frosting for that. I did do shopping at the Dollar Tree. I got to thinking about how I wanted to build this thing tonight. In fact, I'll get the tray up in a second. Good to see you guys. I'm running behind. I had a private reading to do, and ran behind, but we're here now. Happy Sunday, everybody. Don't forget, next Saturday at some point, we are going to be coloring eggs, maybe Friday or Saturday. We'll see how Friday during the day or something. Probably more likely Saturday. Okay, hopefully none of this is broken. The thing I found out to my horror, warning about what? Yeah, post a warning. Because we're not doing readings tonight. This is perfect for what I want to do if I can pull it off. We're going to do something a little different with this. In that, ooh, nothing's broken. Because usually they have a little box thing to put them into, so you can square your house off. This didn't have any kind of box or cardboard or nothing with it, which surprises me, because it should have had it. So there's that. I think this is a box, because of the framing on it. Yeah. So let me double check how they want me to do this. what's going to go first, putting it together. Okay, so what I decided to do, I want to do something different with this. I'll show you what I got from the Dollar Tree so you know what we're working with. Okay. Tonight, hi TPRV. Hello everybody. So for us, I have some more of these Galaxy eggs for next week. Check it out, Galaxy eggs. But I have a better set of that I bought last year. So here's what we're working with. We got some cocoa eggs. Got some blow pops. Easter lollipops. Little bunny faces. See the bunny lollipops? Jelly bunnies. More bunny lollipops. Easter grass candy. That looks like Easter grass. Got some of these carrots. Eat it. Peeps, right? You got Peeps. Which I don't eat Peeps. Last but not least, jelly beans. So yeah, so we'll start. Okay, so anyway, let me put this stuff back in. Now that I pulled it all out, we're going to put it back in. For now. So I had this idea last night. I get these epiphanies. I think that's the difference to build around. Let me put the thing up here. So I get these epiphanies, right? And last night I got an epiphany of what I want to do with this. And I'm going to acknowledge real quick because I can't say it. You guys on the other one, with F and U, welcome. I sound bad, F U. With F and Y, I've lost my mind. Doesn't take much. Okay. So, Mike, I have one question, though, because it looks like something detaches here on this one. So I had this brilliant idea. Oh, it's cool. You know why, you guys? This is notched together. Look at the notches. I've never seen anything notched together. So you can put it together easier. How cool is that? See the notches? Oh, I want this kit again. Yeah, it's got notches right there to help put it together. Is that like the coolest thing you ever seen? That is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Look at the notches. Oh, that's horrendously cool. Anyway, back to my idea last night. Back to my epiphany. Let me put my reading glasses on. So it doesn't look like I detached anything off of that. That's all we care. Multicolored candy beads. Oh, multicolored candy pearls. Okay. All right. So let's get the frosting. Now, here's something I learned. The frosting that comes with these things, pointless, okay? Those other two houses, I did that vacation house that turned out so beautiful. If the roof caved in because I used their frosting. Lesson learned. We're going to use our frosting this time, okay? We're going to use our frosting. So let's see. Do I put this together with this around this way, or do I set this up here? So here's the idea I had. Yeah, see, this is for this. Wouldn't it be cool to do like an Alice in Wonderland thing with this Easter thing? Okay, so what I bought today from the Dollar Tree is I bought a felt Easter Bunny kit. I bought this felt kit. And here's what's going to happen. So you see these ears? These ears are going to go on top of the roof. Is that cool or what? The ears are going to go on the roof of this thing. Okay? And then we're going to put the nose on the front door. We'll paint the front door white. I want some felt for the nose too. I'm sure that's what that is. Let me see. Is that his eyebrows? No, this is all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We'll put his eyes in. Everything's right here. The eyes, the nose, everything's here. And we're going to do a different type of design on this thing this time. Those are eggs. Okay, just want to make sure everything I need. Okay, so let's make the ears first. I went looking for glue, didn't find any glue, so frosting is going to have to be my glue today. So let's do the ears first. I'm going to cut the ears. Okay, we're going to cut the ears. I happen to be cruising the web. I saw an Easter bunny like this. However, it didn't have a face. But we're going to put the ears on this thing. There we go, right there. So here's the Easter bunny ears. That'll go on the roof when we're ready to do the install. And like I said, I didn't find any glue, so we're going to have to improvise and use. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're going to have to improvise and go ahead and use frosting instead of glue. So let's punch out the ears now. The inner part of the ears, and this is it right here. That's going to go here, and this is going to go there. We'll get this started first. This will be the first step, is to get the ear. I believe this is the other ear. And this is for extra, like a little felt Easter basket, if the mood hits. So I believe it goes like that. Let me look at the picture. Welcome, everybody. And guys, if you can, you don't have to. I'm trying to collect 10 tiny bike tricks. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some frosting. We're going to put the ear on. This is going to go this way because it's pointed this way. We're going to fix the ears first. Let me get that done. So like I said, I bought my own frosting. So here's what we got. Vanilla. Chocolate, which I'm going to eat right now. Hi, Jen. We've got butterscotch. And the reason why we have butterscotch is because, like I said, the roof collapsed on that beautiful vacation house. And so butterscotch should be close to the color of the frosting that's on there. And I'm going to reattach the roof and make sure the walls stay up. That's why I bought this. However, we can use it today, too. It's no biggie. And I have strawberry frosting. Okay. So let me make the ears real quick before I bring the tray up. And then we'll go ahead and start working on this thing, okay? Let me get these ears done. And then this has to go over here until we're ready to put it on the house itself, which we will shortly. Hi, Jen. How's it going? First time I've ever attempted anything like this. All right, you guys ready for me to eat some chocolate? You guys ready for me to have some chocolate? Are you? Are you? Are you? Because here we go. Ready or not, here we go. There's our first chocolate of the season. At least this season. Here we go. There it is, you guys. Don't say everything for you. Cadbury egg my butt. Okay. All right, now we're off to the bang. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this stuff on the ear. I was hoping this was the kind of felt kit that had, Velcro on the back or something, but it's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these on. I said like with frosting, since I don't have glue. I thought I had glue, and I don't have glue here. Let's get the vanilla. I have nothing but baby shower colors left over. If anyone's having a baby shower, you'll let me know. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to frost this. So how low should the ear be on here? But I had this idea. If it works, it's going to look really cute. You guys have to trust me on this. Hi, Ann. Okay, right down on the edge of it. You guys got to trust me on what I'm doing, okay? And it's going that way. Okay, so I'm going to frost this. See if it should stay on. Frosting is pretty melty right now. So I'm going to frost this thing on. I'm going to frost the first ear on. And we'll let it dry. There we go. Put enough frosting on there so it kind of squeezes out. There we go. It's been a warm day here. Frosting should do perfect for what I need. Okay, and here's the first inside ear. Let me flatten it down so it sticks. Okay, see? So we're going to use the frosting as glue today for this. See, there's the Easter ear. There's his first ear. There we go. Have I done this before? No. I may not do it ever again either. We don't know. Okay. Okay, so he does have, okay, we're going to make this, oh, he has a pink nose. I got it. Okay. All right, let me get this here. Then we can start working on the front door because that's what we want to do is we want to get the bunny's face in. So we'll work on the bunny's face on the front door. That'll be the first thing we do. We'll go ahead and work on that bunny's face. Good to see everyone. Remember next week, next Saturday, probably during the day, we're going to go ahead and color Easter eggs. All right, now that's done. So let's work on the front door. Let me get the tray up here so you guys can see easier. We're going to work on the front door. We're going to make the bunny's face. See, there he is there. There's the, okay. Here's what we're going to do. Let's make the bunny's face. If we want, we can even put feet coming out the front because we have bunny feet. Let me get the thing for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we'll be able to make the bunny's face. We'll get the eyes in here, we'll get the nose, and we'll get the lips right here on the door. So it should be interesting to do. And of course, we'll make it white. So we're going to paint the door white so we can do this. Okay? So I'm thinking we're going to pretty much cover the front in white, you know, in vanilla. I think we'll just cover the front in vanilla. And that way I can fit everything on that I need to fit on it. Let me get the tray. So here we go. Before we fit it together. Hey, lucky lady, what's happening? Okay. So here we go. You guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So we're going to make the bunny face. We'll get his face done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to spread the frosting across the whole front of this thing. Okay? And then we're going to create his face. And then we'll decorate from there. Okay? So let's get his face done. We've got two eyes, a little bunny mouth. And then I got to grab this because we've got a pink nose to get. I noticed the pink nose. But if that's painted on, we got that too. I'm thinking this is the nose. Yep, looks like a bunny nose to me. See it? Nice bunny nose. And we've also got two, where are they? Oh, are they that big? Maybe that's, we've also got two red cheekers here for this bunny. Okay, that's what that is. Let me get the two, I thought that was an egg, but it's not. I thought they were eggs or cheeks. These are the bunny's cheeks. See that? So I think we got this. All right, first step is to paint the front completely white. We'll probably do this in 2 steps. We'll set it up tonight, and then, of course, we'll come back tomorrow. Well, I can't do tomorrow, but Tuesday I can come back and we can do some more work. You know, get some more finishing touches on this. I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to paint the front. I'm going to paint the whole front. I'm going to do the whole front white, okay? So I'm going to spread the frosting because this is the bunnies. So we're just going to put the frosting on and we're going to start making his face. So here we go. Hi, Karen Jones. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Craft Day at California Hunts. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to frost the front white and we're going to make the bunny's face. Everybody having a good weekend? How's your weekend going, you guys? Good evening, ladies and germs. Looks like a tractor ran over this thing. I just got to keep focused on where to place the eyes and stuff. I'll try and glob it on here too. Hi, Celeste. So yeah, so I'm going to put frosting all over the front. That wasn't intentional. But now that I'm doing the bunny face, we're going to put a face on here. I want it globbed on pretty good so I can put the face parts on. So I'll show you guys. I wish I had a real spatula because you can tell there's like tractor tire marks on this thing right now. You know what? I'm going to try it. I guess a spoon might work better. What do you think? A spoon better? See if I can do it this way. That way I can glob it thicker without having those track marks. Yeah, it's more of a spatula effect. There we go. Now it's like a spatula. So what I'm doing, like I said, we're doing it this way. Okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to put the bunny's face on here. Because we're making a bunny house. Hi, Juanita. Not yet. I will. I went straight to bed last night. I was wiped out. I will. Lucky lady. So let me get this all fluffied. And then we're going to make the bunny face. And then we can add whatever we want. If we want to add a window on front, like above the bunny's face, we can do that, okay? But right now, the idea is we're going to... Remind me to buy a spatula next year. We're just going to get the bunny face put on here. This was going to be a straight candy house, and then I saw somebody do this, but all they did was they added the yeah, no problem, Lucky lady. Well, thank you, AI. I suggest the next decoration. So we were the one I saw did not have the rest of the bunny face, and so I thought it'd be a fun idea to do the bunny face. So what I want to do is, okay, I think we're good. There's enough. God knows there's enough on here now. I got those marks out of it. You want to, yeah, we want to kind of look like a Duncan Hines cake here. That's what we're going for. All right, so there it is this way. So we're going to go ahead and add, I'm going to, where the door is and where the door is supposed to be. See it? Now we're going to make the bunny face. If I don't screw it up, okay? So I'm going to add the door. Where's my toothpicks? See if I can find the door without messing it up. No problem, lucky lady. I think I kind of see the door here. So we're going to make a door. That's what we're going to do. We're not even going to worry about the door that was there. We're just going to make our own door. We're just making our own door. It kind of curves. I kind of went crooked already, I can tell. Story of my life. Oh, there it is. I finally hit the door. I can feel the ridge. I can feel the ridge to the door. The ridge is right here. And then we're going to come down with the door, and then we're going to put the bunny face on here. So I do believe it's right there. So we're going to go up. Oh, there it is. There, I can see it. It will ridge. So I'm going to go up here, and there's the ridge. I can feel the curve. So I'm going to try and make this ridge and clean it up a little bit so you can tell it's a door. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to start building the bunny face. There it is. There's the ridge. Have I done this before? No. Have I ever attempted anything like this before? No. So you're going to be learning just as I'm learning on this thing. So here's the ridge here for the door. So what I'm trying to do is to break this door out so you can tell it's a door, because that's the whole point. You know what this reminds me of? You know the movie The Santa Claus, right? The fireplace that Santa had in his room, in his master bedroom. That fireplace, there we go. When he would come down that fireplace, his whole face would come through. It was his whole face. And that's the vision I had for this. There we go. Like in the Santa Claus movie, you have a similar type door. Okay, so here we go. This is the vision I had. It doesn't mean it's going to be the vision I end up with, as you know. Okay. So you can see the door. There's no windows on the side of the front of this thing, which is nice. So you can kind of see the door there. I've done an outline, see, where I've outlined the door. That's the door. And there's no windows on the front, thank God. Thank the gods on that. So let's make sure we clear this because we don't want it to dry and look funky. So we want to make sure we clear this so it clearly looks like a door. Okay? But anyway, if you ever watched the movie The Santa Claus, or The Santa Claus Is, the TV series, you'll see that he had a door or a fireplace where, there we go. Hey, Katie. Or a fireplace where his face, when he used the fire, when he would come down the fireplace when he came home, his face would pop out of this fireplace, which was really cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the eyeballs out. I don't want to damage anything. Make sure I'm doing it right because I don't want to. And I got to be really careful with the mouth because the mouth is really thin. So I got to be super careful of what I'm doing right now because I really don't know what I'm pulling out at this point. So I'm trying to be super careful. See, I don't know. I don't want to break anything. I don't know if that's a face or that's the. I think that's the round eyeballs. Because what I'm trying to figure out is how to do the mouth for this guy. I think this is the eyeball. It's a weird cut. I don't know what this is. I'm seeing this just as you are. I think, yeah, because I see the mouth. So, okay. Let's see if I can get these eyeballs out without ruining the mouth. There's the eyeballs up there. They're supposed to be round, but you know how that is. Oh, there it is. I see the edge of it. Trying to be really careful there. Is this one eyeball? Because the mouth is really thin. I don't want to rip anything off the mouth at all. The mouth is like really super thin. Dollar store. You get what you pay for. Here we go. I don't want to ruin the eye either, so I'm trying to get this off without breaking it. There we go. Okay. There's the eye. Now let's see. The mouth is like super thin. I'm afraid of the mouth, so I'm trying to do this gingerly with his mouth. Very gingerly. I see the mouth right there. Question is, can I get it without messing it up? Here we go with the scissors. Prayer, everybody. Pray. Pray for me. I don't screw the mouth up. Okay, that one's just released. Me and my perfect ideas, right? Okay, let's see if I can get the rest of the mouth out without messing it up. I still got to get off the top part too. So one of these is not, one of these loose. Yeah, one of these mouths is not like the other. Okay, so we're trying to get this out. Okay, that part's out. Now if I can do it without ripping off the top part of this. Oh, this one's not off yet completely. This is nerve-wracking. This is very nerve-wracking, you guys. Well, Blessed, can you hear me all right over there? Like, follow, share, everybody. Trying to see how many likes we can get today. Okay, well, we got it. So let's do it. Okay, we're making a bunny face. So here we go. Right on the front door. Where'd the nose go? There it is. I lost my nose. Hi, Debbie. How you doing? So what we're doing is I decided I was kind of cruising the web, and I saw this Easter house that had bunny ears out the top of it, which I thought was really cool. But I went to the dollar store today. I was wandering around there, and they had a felt bunny face kit. And that gave me the bright idea, why not make a bunny face tree, a bunny face card? So I've gotten the Duncan Hines out, right? We put that all over the front because we're gonna put the bunny face on the front. It's got 2 feet. I mean, we can turn this thing into a bunny sphinx if we want to. Okay, so let's do this. We're making bunnies. We're making bunnies. Okay. This is going to go down the heart. So let's make the nose. So the nose is going to be on the door right here. There we go. Get his nose in. And then we'll put his mouth in. And then again, if you guys want it, we could decorate around this once we get it done. We can put candy around this, okay? It's not like we're going to be, not like we have to stick to this design completely. We could add candy to it. I mean, it's a candy house, right? Debbie, this one's cool. You know why? This is the first set I've seen. You know how you have trouble attaching the walls? Look, they put notches in the walls. There's notches in these walls so you can connect it like a puzzle so it doesn't fall down. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to put the mouth on. Nobody speaks Hungarian, so if I say this word lassan, that means in Hungarian it means careful, slow down. So you just might hear me say lassan. That's what it means. Oop, got a booger off the top. So she hates thread when you're using thread, you're trying to sew, and you buy cheap thread, and every time you touch the thread, a booger comes out of the thread, and you can't thread it through the needle. That's what this just did. Just gave me a booger. Okay. That is very cool that they can notch together. Okay, so I'll show you. I got the bunny nose and mouth on. See, there's his nose and mouth. There's our bunny's nose and mouth. So I found this felt kit at the Dollar Tree, and I thought, wow, we could just do a bunny face on the front, add candies on the side, make little windows on the side, things like that, using the candy. Okay, now we'll put in this stuff. We'll give him some cheekers, some nice pink cheeks. Just about here is what they're saying. A little over here. There's some cheek action going on. There was some cheekers. Give him some cheekers. So the other one will be done. It collapsed in the roof. I bought some butterscotch colored frosting. We're going to fix it for the vacation house. Because today's trailer looks terrific. Because I didn't use any of their stuff. And we'll be waiting for the other one to dry. But you guys will get to see the vacation house, which turned out gorgeous, considering it collapsed, but it turned out gorgeous. And then Cousin Eddie, and then we also have the Lego Haunted Mansion, which is really cool. Okay, so let me get the eyeballs in, and we are ready to go with this, and we got the front done for now. So we can add candy on this. You guys, we can make a decision to add candy on this. Just figuring out how high I should go with the eyes. Right there for an eye. And right about here for an eye. I think we're okay with the eyes. Easter Bunny. Okay. So there we have the bunny's face. One eye is higher than the other because I'm blind. There we go. We got ourselves a bunny face. It'll all come together when the ears go up on the roof. Is when we're going to really see the bunny. So here's our bunny face. There he is. See that? There's our bunny face. Okay? On the front door. All right, now, do you guys want to, now that we're working on the front, do you guys want to add some type of candy on the face? Since it's wet, we might as well, So if you guys want to add some type of candy on the face, what do you think? I don't have any coconut. I wish I did. I didn't think about coconut. I didn't think I was going to do this till today. Automotum, welcome, welcome, everybody. So at the top there, we can put something up there kind of cool on it. So let's grab some jelly beans. Let's see what we can do here. We actually have these too, but they're Christmas colored. So we could go with like a round thing up there if you want. We can do that, okay? You guys want to put something above his head? Yeah, I didn't think I was going to do this today. I kind of glanced online this morning, and all of a sudden it occurred to me we can make like a house that looks like an Easter bunny. And this is what I'm talking about for the front. We could actually use these legs and make him look like the Sphinx in Egypt, right? So should we leave the front alone now or add something just above him for decoration? We could put something round above him for a window. What do you think? Should we do it for a window above him or just leave it alone? Up to you guys. Yeah, the house I saw only had leave it? Okay. Only had the ears on. Okay, we'll start the size now. They only had the ears on, so I got the idea when I went to the dollar store. I was looking for like a cardboard bunny, is what I was looking at, so I could use the ears, and then they had this felt kit, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. All right, so this is what he looks like right now. And so we'll start the sides. We can start canning the sides. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't he adorable? Isn't he cute? But I got the idea from the movie The Santa Claus, because Santa Claus's workshop, not his workshop, but in his living quarters with Mrs. Claus, when he comes down, he's able to come down the chimney at the North Pole, right? Marshmallow. Hey, I got marshmallows. Good idea. I'll be right back. Just reminded me, I got marshmallow. I got some Stay Puft. We're good to go. Hang on a second. That's right. I forgot. All right. We got marshmallows. I forgot all about them. Left over from last year's Ghost Stories by the Fire. Because I ran over the bag. Okay. Aha. I agree. A marshmallow would go good up there. Nice to sit because they've been in the fridge for a year. They've been in the fridge for a year, so they'll cooperate. Hey, I just took a swill of chocolate, you guys. I'm good to go for hours. Okay, so let's put something on that top right. That bugs me. That space above his head, that bugs me. The face in itself is nice, but a coconut would have been really good. I didn't even think about coconut to spread it on there. So let's see. Don't want to do that because it looks like he's got a growth coming out of his head. Oh my. These scissors. I get done cutting all this sweet stuff. These are going to be the scissors from hell. You just gave me an idea. I wish I had the small marshmallows, but here's what we're going to do. You just gave me an idea. That was a good idea. We're going to make our own mini marshmallows. That's what we're doing. I have an idea. We cut these in half. We're making mini marshmallows. Doesn't have to be perfect shape. Can make like a marshmallow wreath for his head up there. Hope everyone's had a great weekend. Sorry I ran late. I was enjoying a nice phone. I was having a nice phone call with a client of mine. You still out there, Celeste? Yeah, I'll do it, Ral. I'll eat it again. You want me to eat it again? I'll eat chocolate frosting again. If it's a major issue for you. I bought it for that specific purpose. Just to eat it with you guys. All right, I'm going to make some like mini Stay Puft marshmallow things here. They don't have to be perfect size. Good idea, Debbie. And then we'll put something in the middle of it, something Eastery, like a jelly bean or something right in the middle of it. Then to my horror, you think I'd be equipped here? Here I'm a big crafter. I didn't have any glue. So that's why we're putting frosting on. So we're making like a marshmallow wreath here. Just a little one. Chocolate frosting on the marshmallows? Okay, I can do that. All right, let me lay them in like a wreath and we'll make like chocolate frosting on the marshmallows. What, waste the chocolate frosting on the bunny? Yeah, I'll do it. That can work. Okay, we're going to do this up here. We're just going to make kind of like a round wreath thing up here for him. And then I'll put chocolate frosting on it. What? Trust me. Trust me. Well, AI caught it. I'm so impressed with the AI for TikTok. You see what? You guys don't see that. The AI says, building an Easter bunny house with candy suggests how to decorate it. Man, you gotta give this AI credit. There's my agency doing it. I'm gonna add some color. I will. Either it's my agency or the AI is actually catching on to what I'm doing. That's impressive. That's the first AI I've seen from TikTok that really was right on the money. Let's come through. Okay, so let's add some color in it. We'll put some chocolate on top of it, as was suggested by the fan club. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah, there you are. Here, Blessed. What is it, Blessed? Okay, everybody, I'll do it one more time for you. Eat your hearts out. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Eat your hearts out. Where is it? Where's my spoon? There you go. Stuff I don't do for the chat. There you go. Happy now? Look. Stuff I don't do for my chat. So there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put some chocolate on the chocolate on the marshmallows. Oh, good. Gonna do some chocolate on the marshmallows. I'll try not to move the marshmallows while I've done this. It's too much chocolate. Sometimes it's too much of a good thing, and that is too much of a good thing. I had to use a toothpick. That's not happening. Let me grab Mr. Toothpick. The spatula is not happening here. There we go. Mr. Toothpick does the job. I did get some peeps. You missed all the candy. I bought a bunch of candy, you guys. I bought lots of candy. Got lots of stuff to put on here. Especially when we put the walls up. I can't wait to test that out. I love it that they made joints for the walls. I've never seen that before. That's the first kid I've ever had that had that. Hi, Jacqueline. Hello. There we go. I'll flatten it out a little bit too. All right, we got some chocolate marshmallows. I'll give thanks for thanks is warranted. I think that that bunny I saw earlier, but it was just the ears on, came from Pinterest. So I think that's where that came from. All right, we got some chocolate on here. I didn't even think about that. I should have got some of those multicolored marshmallows. Didn't even think about that. Mini marshmallows, right? Okay. Hopefully they don't fall off when I lift this up. Okay. Some nice chocolate marshmallows for our little bunny. Let's put something in the middle because it looks weird. So, which brings me into my little bag of tricks today. No, not the coloring. Don't forget, next Saturday during the day, galactic eggs. We're going to build galactic eggs together. We're going to do galactic eggs next weekend. Okay. But not the dollar store kind. My kind of galactic eggs. The ones that make a huge mess. And if my mother and my dad were here, they wouldn't allow. That kind of galactic eggs. Jelly beans! All right. Funny thing is, I've always hated, I'm not a big fan of jelly beans. I like them, but not. My dad was the one that liked jelly beans. The ones I like are Jelly Bellies. I'll tell you, I can tell the difference between buying these kind of jelly beans and having Jelly Bellies. Huge difference. And I bet a lot of you guys didn't know that about an hour away from where I live is the Jelly Belly factory. Oh, it got so hot in this house, they melted. Figures. But yeah, about 20, 30 minutes away is the Jelly Belly factory. And it's really cool because they have the best jelly beans. You want to see me eat jelly beans, I have to have Jelly Bellies. Okay, we're going to do a halfie up there because I don't want it to get too heavy. Oh, you got them on the desk? Yeah. Oh, Jelly Bellies are the way to go. Love Jelly Bellies. Who was the president? Okay, quiz time. Who was the president that made Jelly Bellies famous? You guys should know that. Who was the president that loved Jelly Bellies and made them famous? Who was it? Very good. Ronald Reagan, of course, yeah. Ronald Reagan loved Jelly Bellies. So here we go. We're going to leave the face alone now for a while. So there we go. See that? That looks pretty cool. Check it out, you guys. Nice. He looks so festive. Look at that. All right. That's looking good. That's looking really good. So let's put this over there for now. Yep, Ronald Reagan, yeah. He loved Jelly Bellies. In fact, they still have it there. I was there like a year ago. And they still have, they made a giant Jelly Belly mural on the wall. I mean, I'm talking ginormous. And it's Ronald Reagan out of Jelly Bellies. Really cool stuff. Okay, so now we get to do the signs. They don't necessarily have to be white. Okay, now if you guys want to make this like the Sphinx, what we can do is when we set it up on the cardboard, we start putting it together. We can cut this, right? And we can kind of lay these down like this. You know how the Sphinx is laying down? So we can kind of lay those down on the cardboard so it looks like the Sphinx. A giant bunny Sphinx. Okay, I do have, for what it's worth, for the windows, okay, I have chocolate, I have strawberry frosting, I have butterscotch frosting, and the white frosting. So when we do the windows, what do you guys think? You want to make them, you want the windows to be pink or butterscotch? Yeah, his face, yeah. His face is there, yeah. That's the best tour. That is the greatest tour. They show you how they make them and how they pack them. So what do you guys want to do with the windows? You want to do pink or butterscotch for the frosting? For to put drapes on the window. Should we go pink or butterscotch? What do you guys want to do? It's not pink, it's strawberry color. So what do you guys think? Pink or butterscotch? Strawberry or butterscotch for the windows? Cue the crickets. Class. So here's some strawberry. Okay. Thank God for $1.50 at the dollar store, right? And then here's the butterscotch. So you guys want to use butterscotch for the windows or strawberry? Any ideas? Class. Or shall we just shall we flip a coin for this? See, the back has this too. We have a chimney to deal with on this one. Ooh, I like this kit. I gotta get this kit next year. I'm all about this kit. Okay, so I'm going with strawberry. Since his cheeks are pink, I think we should go with strawberry curtains. What do we think? Strawberry curtains? No answer? I must have fallen asleep somewhere. Did I fall off the face? Did I fall off the FYP already? So what do you think? It's up to you guys. I'm asking the chats. I got 3 chat rooms going at once here. Should we go with strawberry or butterscotch on those windows? All right, let's do strawberry. No one has an opinion today. Pink? Okay. My sister. Okay, that works. All right, we're going pink. So the strawberry is right here. Yeah. Like I said, I've got baby shower colors here. I get done with this. If somebody has a baby shower that they're gonna want to make a cake for, I'm good. Frosting I got. Oh, look at that. Look at that. No thanks. I'll stick with chocolate. Look at that. No, but when I think of strawberry, I had this slushy one time that was strawberry. It was just great. Okay, so let's do some drapes on here, and yeah, and then we can put some candy on the sides and all that stuff. So here we go. I didn't know what that was. It was that's a jelly bean. Okay, so let me get we'll try it with the knife. We know how well that worked last time. If it doesn't work good with the knife, we'll have to go to toothpicks. Or forego it and go grab my paintbrushes. I didn't bring them in with me. So let's see how this is going to work. So we just want to kind of hang drapes on here. It doesn't have to be really, really thick. Because we still want to see the windows, so we're putting drapes on here. I'm an artiste. I can't wait. I got pizza waiting for me tonight, boy. DiGiorno, baby. Ooh, I like it. Thin it out a little bit. We'll put some drapes on these windows. We'll make them kind of curve in like drapes. Like real drapes look. This frosting's so soft. It's going to take forever to dry. I can tell you that already. If we can get it decorated, get it set up, I can brace it. And then it'll be dry this week. Ooh, I like it. Looks like something Scarlett. Looks like something they would use at Terra to make dresses with. See if I can duplicate it on the other side. See, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? We got a strawberry. Strawberry. So let's do the other one. Strawberry, great. They make us have sparkles on them or something. I have a lot of candy we can work with. A lot. In fact, it was a lot more. I didn't expect to do the bunny when I bought this candy originally. It was like 2 weeks ago I bought the candy. And I figured the whole thing was going to be dotted around in candy, and it's not because we're doing the bunny. Totally different look than what I expected to do. Which is fine. I have no complaints. Looks like I'll be baking some cakes, man. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. It was busy. Catching up with friends, that kind of thing. Then we had a good show last night. We had a real fun show last night. Last night was really fun. Last night was almost a 5-hour show. Okay. Get this where it needs to be over here. Flatten it out a little bit. I'm really impressed. If this thing stands up, I want to use their frosting. If this thing stands up, with those notches, I'm going to be really impressed. That doesn't look too bad. Looks like my drapes after my cats climb them. Not too bad at all. Got some drapes. See, we got drapes? There's our drapes, you guys. Put some more drapes on. Think they shouldn't be bumpy, or we should have just leave it the way it is on those drapes, or should I thin them out? Should I thin the drapes out or leave them like they are? Because they're clumpy. Should I thin those out or leave them? What do you guys think? Do I need to thin them out? You would a little? Okay. I'll thin them out a little. That works. And we can always think of them as shutters. I think this is better on this side. I agree. This is where I miss playing games like The Sims. Yeah, it's bumpy, huh? Because we can add things in the bumps. We got the bumps. Blah, blah, blah. But this was my Christmas gift from my neighbor. This house. I'm going to have to make a note of which house this is. I like it. I'm already liking this house. My neighbor's so sweet. I was doing grass trimming last week with my weed eater for my walkway. And I put the trimmings down in front by the garbage can. Because I have a guy coming on Monday to take care of stuff. And my other friend comes over yesterday, my producer, and we were talking, and she says, "Who's at the end of your driveway using your garbage cans?" And I thought, what? And I go over to look, and it's him. Very sweet guy. And it's my neighbor. Very sweet. He did my leaves for me in the front. I like them lumpy. This makes me even hungry for strawberry. I can smell strawberry. Then we're going to add stuff in here. This stuff is awfully soft. It's going to take a while to dry. But my furnace is off right now anyway because it's just too hot to have the furnace on every day. So I turned my furnace off. So it should dry fairly well. Really soft. That's why I probably got an option to use their frosting to stand it up with. So there we have it. There's a side. There's side A. We got drapes. We'll add a little bit to the drapes. You gotta love it. Good to see everybody tonight. Guys, I'm trying to collect 10 tiny 90 tricks. Can you help me out with my tiny 90s or roses or whatever? Double tap that screen. Show me some love. Show me some love. I don't know why I keep freezing. TikTok does that. You're going to have to go out and come back in. But you got to go out and come back in. Heck, I've had a crash yesterday before the show from TikTok crashed my whole system. I think they're overtaxed, like everything else. And remember, over on the other two networks that I can't mention that usually about an hour is going to reset. So don't go anywhere. It'll reset and come back. I'll get it back over to you guys. I'll get you guys back up and running. But it will reset. And grapes. Not quite AI. I almost had it. What I'm laughing at, Debbie, is the AI on TikTok now takes a look at what you're talking about and what you're saying, and it tries to give you tries to give incentive to the people watching TikTok, so it comes up with these things. And right now it's saying decorating a cake with strawberry design and grapes. Suggest what to add next. Not quite TikTok, because I said the word cake. It's like having the eye in the sky on you when you're online with TikTok. Okay, let's get this other one's a little. This other one's a little wimpy. Figure out where to go next with this. There we go. That's better. That's better. Man, Dollar Tree still has a lot of candy over there. I was over there today picking up some dog food. They've still got a lot of candy over there that's sold. Hello, Brandy. Hello, everybody coming in. It'll be fun to see how many people saw this tonight. Last one we did with Cousin Eddie's trailer for TikTok, 3,000 people had come through and seen it. Seen me doing it. I think for me, it's better to know how not know how many people are actually watching because it makes me nervous, and I'll get nervous. So you're getting numbers like up to 40 or whatever in the chat room. What am I working on? We are putting together a Easter gingerbread house that looks like a bunny. It looks like a bunny. It's a bunny gingerbread house for Easter. And right now, I'm putting drapes on windows. And I just had another idea. I hate when it does this. Okay. Got you back. Told you it was going to reset. Yeah, you're good. Told you I was going to reset. If it resets it. And sometimes it comes back good, sometimes it doesn't. For the camera. So we're good. This is just a restream thing. We're back. Let me make sure you're attached so you don't go flying. Okay. I just had an idea. Let me get the gummies out. I bought some gummy bunnies. I just had an idea. That's not you. That's not you. Where are you? That's not you. Don't want to. Hold on. What do I do with the gummy bunnies? Little pops? Nope. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. Here we go. I just had an idea for these windows. Just had an idea for the windows. It'll reset for some reason. I don't know if it's Book of Face or it's, Tube of You, or if it's something that my host does restream, but they will reset. I just had an idea, so here we go for these windows. Yellow bunny, red bunny, yellow, red. Oh, we got green bunny. Oh, good. Got some blue bunnies. Blue bunny. Oh, yeah, here we go. I got a brilliant idea. I just had an idea. Watch this. There's some green too. There's some green bunnies. And green bunnies. And yellow. Oh, cool. Okay. There's yellow, blue, green. I'll decide what color. You guys can decide what colors you want here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fill these windows up. Okay. So here's what I thought we would do. See the windows, how they're designed, right? You got that spot going up the middle on them. Well, guess what'll fit in there perfectly? The gummies. So, considering that the drapes on these windows are pink, all of them, what colors would you like in the windows of gummies? We have green rabbits, we have yellow rabbits. They look like this. There's the yellow bunnies. Okay. We have the green bunnies. We have the blue bunnies. And we have red bunnies. What color bunny would you like looking out the window to put in the windows? You want green, just green and blue, or just green or just blue? Or you want just yellow or red? Because they're going to be looking out the window. Or you want one of each? Or you guys want one of each? What do you guys want? Blue? I kind of agree, Robin, because it offsets the pink color. Hey, Cheryl. Each? All right, let's just do each. We'll do random. It's Easter. Let's do it. Got 4 windows, 4 bunnies. Let me do this without cutting off their ears. And they're going to go in perfectly. So what we're going to do, because they fit in that slot perfectly. So we're going to add some frosting on the back of these things. Just a little bit, not a lot. To get them to stick in there. And that'll fill the windows up. Just throw a little frosting. I don't want to overdo it because we got the strawberry on there, so I don't want to overdo the amount of frosting I put in. But at the same time, we want them to stay up there. So, okay. Let me put a blue one in there. First bunny in the window. How much is that bunny in the window? Oh yeah, that is nice. That is cool. You guys want to see? Look at that. That is very cool. Look at that. You like that? That is very, very cool in the window. Look at that. I want to raise them up a little bit so it kind of evens out. Up there. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Very cool. You like that? Yellow and green? Okay. So we'll do this side with yellow and green and the other side with blue and red. How's that? We'll compromise. That way we get all the colors. Yellow and green on one side, blue and red on the other. So here we go. Hey, Granny, how you doing? Granny Fulton, how goes it? Good to see everybody. Okay, we don't want to overdo it with this because we don't want it to be clogged over on the strawberry either, but we want to make sure it sticks up there. Okay. Got to add a little more pink right there too. Okay, let's get you on there. There you go. There you go. Fantastic. Let me add a little more pink on the bottom right here. See, look how fast we're moving tonight, guys. We're rolling right along. We are rolling right along with this project. Okay, I gotta fix that. I made a boo-boo, but that's okay. A toothpick, I'll fix my boo-boo. Mr. Toothpick. The guy that invented toothpicks needs the Nobel Peace Prize. Just like the guy that invented the Swiffer mop. That guy should have a Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, so there's what the one side looks like, and we'll do the other side. We bunnyfied the windows. See the bunnies? We've officially bunnyfied the windows. Looks pretty good. You're going to have to go out and come back in, Candace. You're going to have to go out and come back in. In fact, let me see how my internet connection is on TikTok. There should be. I got a good connection, so yeah, it's TikTok. You're going to have to come back in. You'll have to come back in and come back out. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep this. Where did I put it? United in the way I'm hooking it up too. I don't want to end up having it upside down when I put the front on. Because the front's going to go on. Ooh, I got to watch what I'm doing. Yeah, I mounted them upside down. Because the front's going to go on top to bottom. Okay, I got to flip these. Oops. See, I got to watch my orientation on this. I just realized it. That's no biggie. Because if my orientation is off, I can't get the wall to connect. There we go. We're okay. That's fine. We're good. Gotta watch that orientation. There we go. We're good. Just flip it over. I think that looks pretty cool. That looks very cool. Looking more and more like an Egyptian tomb. No, I had it right. See, I'm getting all confused. Oh, let me flip it back. I had it right the first time. I was confused. I got thrown off. Right? Because, hang on. No, it's going to go this way. It's going that way. Okay. So the head's going to be at the top. There we go. All right. Make sure I'm doing it right. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I see what's going on. Yeah, because that. Oh, yeah, because the wall is different on that side. Okay, so this one is going to be opposite. Where is it? Let me figure this out real quick. We know that one's going to go that way. I have to make sure I'm doing the right orientation. That one's going to be that. Right, that's going to be. Oh, they're both at the top. Okay. Making sure I got the right orientation. Okay. If you're glitching, go out, come back in. TikTok says I have a good connection. I've got fiber optics, so the connection should be really good. go right there. And green. Yeah, here's the yellow and green going in. Put a little bit on there to help it, and away we go. Okay, here's the yellow and green on. There's the yellow and green. There we got yellow and green. Now we have some options. I like it. We're filling it up pretty fast. I want to show you guys something, see what you think, okay? Get your opinion on, is it a possibility? Isn't it a possibility? Should we just forget about it, okay? Let me show you guys. Once it's up, we have some options for the corners. But right now, what I'm thinking about putting it in the middle right there, to put something in between the windows, okay? These guys. I'm thinking about these guys in between the windows. These carrot guys. This is candy powder, which we're not going to open up because obviously. Hi, Dora. Welcome. Hi, Janet. Hi, Robin. We got these carrots, see them? These are candy powder, which I'm not going to open. So I was thinking, when we put the house officially standing up, I was thinking of either putting those like on the corners, you know, all four corners, or they're awfully tall for the roof. They're not going to fit on the roof. So what I'll probably do is maybe I'll take the top of this and pour the candy out. And then you could like put them against the wall here like this, in between everything. That would be something to do when we're at that point, okay? So that's done. So, or there's other options. I have, I wonder what these look like. Hang on. Ain't over yet. We can look at different things here. No, not you. You, okay. Look at this, Easter grass candy. We're going to have Easter grass candy on here. That's pretty cool. That's what I'm looking for. We have some Easter grass candy to put on there. Anyway, let's look at these and see what these look like. This might be an option. Or we can leave those alone until we're ready to mount other stuff on there. You know what I mean? You know, to stand them up and then mount stuff. And just work on the back. Oh, these are those gummy things for your mouth. Not what I expected. Okay, so these are out. So those are out of the question. I didn't know what these were. They look like bunny mouths, but these might not work for what we want. No. They're pretty funny. Here, I'll do it just for you, okay? You guys ready? Get your screenshots ready. And it's a duck. Ready? They're good. Holy shit, they're good. Oh my God, that tastes so good. Oh, it's good. Okay, so we have some options. Like I said, we have options. I have some dum-dums. Hang on. That was good. Yeah, I thought they said lollipops. I thought, okay, real lollipops, but they're not. Cocoa. I thought I bought some Dum Dum Pops. Or maybe they're down here. Aha! Slow Pops. So I'm trying to figure out. So I think we're done, pretty much done with the sides now. This one went fast. Oh, these are big ones. So we have blow pops. I don't know. Okay. I think we're pretty much done with the sides until we get them standing up, and then we can do some other stuff to them. What do you guys think? You think we're pretty much done with the sides? Think we should stop with the sides for now? Then we'll work on the back? What do you think? Do you think we're done with the sides? Think we're done with the sides for now? We are making a Easter gingerbread house. Hi, Snow Queen. I think we're done with the sides for now, pretty much, huh? All right, so let's start working on the back, okay? Let's let this dry out, because we're going to stand this thing up. We're going to stand this bad boy up before too long here. The face is terrific. I can't get over the face. So the back has a lot going on with it. I'm just making sure I got it right. Yeah. I have to make sure the front and back fit right. Yeah, because that's going to fit. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Give me a second here. So this is going to affect how we do this. Oh, it's backwards. Okay, this one would have to. Okay, I see. Is that correct? This would go here. Oh, we got problems. We got mounting issues here. Hang on. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, no, we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we might have a problem with this one. Hang on. I forgot about the back. Because on the other side, it's going to want to mount down and then up. Okay, so we're going to mount this way here. Going to make sure these things are. No, see? This is going to be an upside down mount. So we got a problem. Okay, so one of these is going to be. Okay, I want to change this one. This is the one that's going to mount to the back. So I'm going to flip these over because I need these flipped. So they attach, which makes sense to make them blue right. They attach opposite. So, okay. No biggie. I get it now. So now they're correct. Because they're going to attach opposite. Where this one's going to attach over here, and it attaches to the back. The other one's going to attach underneath. I don't understand. Yeah, then one attaches to the top. That's going to attach that way. This is what I got to make sure we have. Okay, that one attaches on top. And then it should align with the front part of this for the attachment. Okay, so what we got now is we have a chimney to build. We have bricks and mortar. That'll be fun. Okay. We've obviously got a window back here. We have a space over here we can use for something. That looks like some kind of bush. So, okay, pictures. Pictures, where are you? Let's see what we got going on here. See what their suggestions are before I attack it. And they have no suggestions for the back. Okay, well, I'm good. All right, so technically the bricks would have to be red. Okay. I might need my paint. Hang on. Let me go grab a couple paintbrushes. Well, first we're going to do the bricks. Let's do the bricks first. And I'm going to have to do the inline on the bricks. He looks so cute. You guys want to see him? He's drawing. Are you guys that were here earlier? We've got our bunny face. He's all ready to go. Our front of the house bunny face. By the door there. See it? We got our bunny face. If we were clever, I'm thinking what I have in stock. I have crafts in stock. I'm thinking what I have in stock right now. Because this bunny's laying down, and we do have marshmallows. The question is, would I be able to create a tail for him on the ground on the back? I gotta think about that while I'm working on it. In the meantime, let's get the bricks in. Let's put some bricks in on the back of this bad boy. Again, we're gonna go pink. Yeah, I'm thinking about, because he's gonna be laying, it's like a laying down bunny. In fact, technically with these walls, once they're up, because we have the windows in, we could turn that white once it dries. You know, make the walls white. And add other stuff if we want to. But we could do that, make the walls white, and then that way his feet stick out, because essentially this is a bunny that's like sitting down as a house. So that could work. And then find something for a tail. Maybe use the marshmallows. Why not? We could use the marshmallows for a cottontail. Yeah. Oh, a cotton ball. Yeah. I have to sip every cotton. Lord knows I have enough medication. I can find something. I think, yeah. I think I got some meds I can pull from. Okay. So right now we're gonna make our bricks for the we'll make our bricks for the house, for the fireplace. I'm gonna try and do this lightly, kind of. Maybe. Never works, does it? So we're gonna make some fireplace bricks. Which maybe I should get my paintbrushes for. I have a feeling I need paintbrushes for this. Because I'm going to try and make this as thin as I can so we can get the white in between the bricks to get the mortar in there. Because this is one of my OCD things. This will affect my OCD. I can tell you that right now. If I make these bricks and not put the mortar in between them, my OCD will go into full effect. Yeah, we'll give him a tail. Once it's standing up, I give him a tail. So as soon as this wall is done, we're going to go ahead and put the walls up. Then we'll start looking at the roof. So I'm trying to like make the bricks light enough. Like that. And I don't know. We'll see how they turn out. You know, you think of this stuff afterwards. I kind of got a paintbrush and painted each individual brick instead of flopping it on like I'm doing. But that's the problem with human nature. You get in this stuff, you're trying to push it through, and then you realize that there's stuff you should have done, you know, after the fact. Like taking a paintbrush, and it would have been hardly anything to individually paint each brick. But okay, I'm game. You know what we could do? I have an idea. I actually have an idea for this. Here's our chimney. Hey, TPRB, Blessed, are you still out there? Blessed, take off already? Doesn't have to be perfect. Well, let's see if I can do what I want to do. See if I can do something with the bricks. We got a pink chimney. Smooth it out a little bit. Toothpicks. We've got ourselves a nice pink chimney. Hi, Lakeda. We're doing a brick chimney. We're trying to do a brick chimney. Hey, here we go. I can use this I can use the toothpick like a troll. There we go. That's what we want. We're using the toothpick like a troll to shape our brick chimney. Oh, yeah, that's cool. All right, now we have a brick chimney. That works. Not too much taken off, just enough to give it color so you can still see the bricks. Just like a troll. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I like that better. You can see the bricks. Looks like an old brick house. Why not? Waste not, want not, right? I'll be up all night now. It's not bad. In fact, what it did, it gave the effect, an effect I didn't expect. So we have brick mortar, it's pink. That works. So we do have mortar, it's pink. That worked quite nicely. Okay. So there we got the bricks, you guys. See, the mortar's pink. It's pretty cool for bricks. You like that? Pink brick mortar. All right, so we have a window back here. And we have some space off to the left and a little bit under the window so we can put something there. So we're almost ready to really stand this thing up. So we can put something on this side. We can put something over here below here. And we can get ready to stand this bad boy up. Cool. So that being said, what to do with this window over here? We can do a quarter-size bunny in the back. Let me see if that's going to fit. Where'd the bunnies go? Where'd the bunnies? Where'd the bunnies go? Jelly beans. Where'd my bunnies go? So you want to give me a blue bunny. I want blue on that. We can kind of do the same thing we did on the sides with this window. Do a blue bunny on the back window. Only make him shorter. Now, if all goes well, which it never does, because it's Murphy's Law, I should be able to get the house part stood up. So if I do that, I can put some drapes on. I'll throw some drapes back on. And yeah, that can work. Cut the bunny's feet off. This bunny will have no legs. Sorry, bunny. No paws or legs. Never try to cut a gummy with scissors. There we go. Perfect height. Okay. So we'll put the bunny in this window. Add a few little drapes here on the side. Lots of pink today. Put the bunny in that window in the back. Because we are going to add a cottontail back there. We get ready to stand this thing up. And as always, I'm figuring safer to get the sides up and quit while we're ahead before we put the roof on, which is probably how it's going to go down. Bunny glue. And there he is, just like the other bunnies. So there's our back window on here. So we got a nice brick. Got the bunny in the window. So there's room for two more things on here, and so we can figure that out. Obviously, those bunny suckers aren't going to work, so we know that's a bust. I have an idea. How about some jelly beans going down the back? We'll do half jelly beans. We could do some half jelly beans, like kind of just floating there. Different jelly bean colors coming down off the back there. Let me grab some different jelly. Get a bunch of different colored jelly beans for the back there. That could work for the sides too, right there too. Let's see how it looks with the different colored jelly beans. I'm going to cut some jelly beans here. Going to cut some jellies without cutting my fingers off, which would really suck. As we do the back, I had a kind of idea to stagger them. They don't have to be in any necessary order, just to stagger them around. Orange. Just to do kind of a jelly bean stagger on that back. Give it a little more decoration. And purple. Okay. So we're just going to stagger some jelly beans along the back. Just like that. We're just going to randomly place some jelly beans. That's all. To fill out this spot over here. They don't have to be perfect. We can just randomly place them on. Yeah, I like that. And we can put a red one right there. And we'll do them on the other side too. Yeah, that's not bad. Just randomly set them on there. And we'll do it on this side to match. So this has random jelly beans. Just randomly up here. Just like that. Pink. Too much pink in this world. Too much pink in our world here. Red, let's go with green right there. Now we got green. I'll put an orange right there. Don't want any more pink, we got too much pink. So I think that'll do it for the back. We're going to attempt to stand this thing up. We're going to make the attempt to stand it up. Good luck with that, huh? So everybody needs to pray that we can stand this thing up without any issue. That actually connects together and stands up. So here's the back. I randomly just put some jelly beans on the back to decorate. To give a little more decoration on the back wall. You guys like that? You guys like the back wall? What do you think? You like that? You guys like the back wall? All right, so let's see if we can stand this bad boy up. Everybody pray. I don't end up in a flurry of foul language. See if we can stand this thing up without it falling down on us. For everything, this is the first time in a last. Here's our base. There's an X here. I'm assuming it goes there. That's why there's an X there. Okay, so we're going to try and stand this thing up. Here we go. Do you feel lucky? How lucky do we feel, you guys, that we're going to get this thing to stand up the first try? This stuff already has hard spots in it. I'm afraid of it. This is really stiff. I'm not touching it. That's what happened with the other one. Got stiff. So we're going to use the white. We'll go ahead. We'll really ice down the bottom on this with the white. And because we have Easter grass to put in there and stuff. All right, so let's figure out what's going to go where here as we stand this up. Okay, we got this. I got to make sure I'm going in the right direction to meet the back, because the back has its own direction on the bottom, to make it stand. So, got to make sure I have the right sides going the right directions. Okay, so that is for this side. So, okay, we're going to go for it. Let's hope we feel lucky. Here we go, everybody. Everybody pray. As we attempt to stand it up. Okay, here we go. Right about here, I want to give us some front lawn here. How far back do these go? Okay, so I'm going to come back and figure out where it's going to go. Where it's going to sit. It's going to sit right about here. All right, right there. All right, here goes nothing. Will I cuss or will I not? So we're going to glob. We're going to use ours, even though ours is soft. That's what's going to make it hard. It's going to have to stay overnight. We're going to glob it on there For some reason, it got soft. I don't know why. So we're just going to glob it on here and hope for the best. I do have Easter grass stuff I can put on here to make the grass for Easter. Here we go. There goes nothing. I have a bad feeling we're going to have to brace all this up. This may be our last step today, is to get these sides up. And I don't care about the white sticking out. It's fine. Whoa, it's up. Look at that. Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. Okay, here we go. Everybody pray. I need all your prayers for this. And if I bump this table or something, it's all going to come crashing down. I'm globbing it on. We'll make adjustments later. I just want to make sure it stays up. Anything can be covered. We just want this bad boy to stay up. Okay, let's get this part up. Prayers. Lots of prayers. I'm too close to the sign. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Okay, here we go. There we go. Get it on there. Are we on the side or where are we going? Why does that seem crooked to me? Okay, let's try and pull this up. Come on. Of course, it never goes the way it's supposed to. There it goes. There it is. Holy Toledo, I'm scared. There we are, right there. Okay. Of course, it's not where it's supposed to be. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there. Yeah, it's coming forward already. So good. Like I said, we'll make adjustments later. We're going to make sure it stays up there. We will make adjustments on it later. This is probably, we'll work on the roof today, but this is probably going to be the end of putting anything else on this stuff as far as we're concerned. Okay, here we go. I'm moving it, I'm turning it around. As far as this part goes, we're done with this today. Once I get these up, we're going to have to just leave them. That is so cute. Okay, I'm moving it this way. This is going in, it shouldn't be going in. The minute I touch it, it goes and wants to drop. Okay, we'll just deal with it. Not quite sealed, but it'll have to do. It's not going to quite seal together. That much I saw when I was testing it out. We're gonna get a partial seal on it. Okay. So let me get the other side up. So far it's standing, so you never know. I didn't want to put a lot of weight on the sides. That's one of the reasons why I didn't put a lot of candy on the sides yet, because I wanted to make sure that we were going to get this to stand up, because you never know. And my frosting is really soft, and so, you know. Okay. So we're globbing again. Make sure it stays. Then we have to line it up with the back, which is going to make life interesting. I'm using a ton of frosting on here because we want this thing to stand up. At least we hope it stands up. Oh, we lost the bunny. That's okay. We'll put him back on. Bunny fell off. We'll get him up there. Oh, no, I didn't. The yellow bunny's right there. I just can't see him. Okay, so far, so good. Here's the front coming around towards you guys. So far, so good. This one's pulling apart already. We're going to have to brace these things up, which is why I said this is probably the last in a couple steps that we're going to be doing. Okay, so this front one's causing me issues. Surprise, surprise. Probably have to brace it. There's a big hole right here. But again, we can cover this up. This hole we can cover up. All we care about is we get this thing together. You know what I mean? So there that is, yeah. We're going to have to brace these overnight, obviously. This one's coming down. That one's coming down. It's going to have to be braced. So, like I said, we can work on the roof after this. But I think we've just about hit our limit with it. That's why we could add more decorations on the sides. It's also crooked. I can see it. We could add more decorations on the sides, you guys. But we're going to have to wait for it to dry, okay? There's just no way around it. I don't mind adding decorations, but we're going to have to wait for it to dry before we do so. But that's okay. All right, let me try and get the back on without losing it. I am globbing like crazy. I am globbing like a mad woman to get this thing on here. You know, on the bottoms and stuff, on the edges. I am globbing like a mad woman. The side's falling over there. Don't panic. It's all good. I've got this. We're going to brace it. And brace it and plant it. But we're doing a lot of glob on here. Like I said, this, for some reason, this frosting is really soft. But I'd rather use this because I used the other one that was more stiffer on the other two kits. And we had nothing but collapse problems. So I didn't want to have major collapse problems with this, like we have been. But we can work on the roof. I have no problem working on the roof. We can continue with the roof once I get this thing up and sitting. We'll continue with the roof. All right, here we go. Everybody pray that this works. Please, God, don't collapse. This fit perfect over here, naturally. Okay, I got a perfect fit on the back. Not so perfect over here, naturally. Why would it be? So we're going to have to fix this side over here. This side is a major problem. So let me fix this side over here. I knew it would be because this is the side I'm having the issue on. So let's see if I can line this up without losing it. Because I would be very unhappy. Wow, this is so close to the side. Okay, ready? Oop, I just moved the thing over. Okay, push this back. That has to go right there. Ah, there, I do it. Down it went. I knew we were going to have problems. Stuff's falling off of it left and right now. Yep, I told you. I'm going to hit that back one. Now we're going to have problems. It's frustrating. Okay. All right, I got to brace it up. We're bracing it. There's no choice. Hope to God it doesn't stick on there, but we're going to have to deal with it. Got to brace it. No choice. I knew that was going to happen. Like I said, this frosting is so soft that it's an issue. Okay, so we know the front's not going anywhere. Okay, that is good right there. Looks like a 5-year-old put the frosting on. I knew that was going to happen. No worries, I anticipated this. So we're going to go up the edges. I anticipated this happening. It's got to dry, so yeah. Okay. So I have to turn the tray now. There's no way I can turn the whole thing around without losing stuff. So let me get this set up on the side back here. Then I'm going to flip the tray around to work on it because there's nothing else I can do about it. Okay, now we're going to work the back. Okay, that's as close as we're going to get right there. Let me get this and fill it in. And then we have the other side to deal with. Hopefully it matches up when I flip to the other side. This one's a bit forward, but Is what it is. They weren't going to fit evenly. When I tested it before I started today, I knew these weren't going to fit evenly. So I knew we weren't going to get a good even fit. So I was like assessing all this, that this is what was going to go down, and it did. So I'm not worried about it that much. I think we should go inside a little bit with it. Good thing I bought frosting. Lots of it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to flip this tray around. If I hit you guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I am going to flip the tray around so I can work on the other side now. This is why we won't get the roof on today. I can tell you that right now. So, okay. Let me flip this around without dropping it. Okay. So I can work on it. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, so let me get some more stuff on here. I know there's people that want to, some of my followers want to send me a glue gun for these projects. Maybe they're right, you know? Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'll probably have to brace this wall as well. But if we can get these up just to stand up and get them in position, we're good. All right, here we go. Ah, it's on. This one's perfect. This one went up perfectly. By the gods, it went up perfectly. Yeah, this one went up perfectly. I'll be damned. Okay. Well, that one's on perfect. Just as it should be. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Make sure this little hinge over here has enough. That one fit perfectly. The other one didn't. Oh, we're just going to go with it. But it's going to have to dry. So I'm hoping, oh man, it's off the cardboard. Some of it's off the cardboard. Okay. Well, because we don't want it gluing onto. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fix that. You know what we're going to do? I'm just going to scrape it off the bottom there. And we don't want it gluing onto the tray here. I'm just going to take this off right here. That way it won't glue on the tray. Just fixing it so it doesn't glue to my tray because that would be very bad. There's going to have to be some more work with the frosting, but this side's on, so we are quitting while we're ahead on this. Okay, so we are going to leave this bad boy alone for now. We got the sides. My concern is that it's going to glue to the tray, which I don't want it to do. So I'm just trying to scoop underneath, because if it glues to the tray, we got a big problem. You know, I won't get off my tray without breaking it. I don't want to do that. So let's look at the roof. Anybody that says they can do these things in one day is out of their minds, because there's no way you're going to do these things in one day. I've had people ask me why I can't do it in one day. You've obviously never built these before, because it don't happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe a little bit of this off, get it off my tray, so it doesn't stick to my tray. There we go. Because that's my other work tray. Okay. But like I said, anybody that'll tell you that, then I'll come in a couple hours is what I'll do. Now, I don't want that can to glue to the front either. But I'll come in a couple hours and I'll take that can off. But I've had people yell at me going, "God, you take forever on this." It's not so much taking forever, it's it's just the condition of your frosting, when you're using it. Like this is super soft. I mean, I've never even gotten one up, and I don't know if any of you guys that build these things have done that before, where you've actually been able to build one in one day. I mean, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to build these things in one day. And this one's kind of crooked, but we're going to quit while we're ahead with it. I mean, this is as good as it's going to get. To build. I'm going to quit while we're ahead with it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. But I mean, I've never seen one of these ever. I've been building these things for years. And I'm talking years. Since I was in my early 20s. I'm not going to tell you guys how old I am. But I've yet to see one go up in one day. I don't care how much, how good your frosting is. I've never seen one go up in one day. But what I am glad that I didn't do today was place a bunch of stuff on the sides, because that would make it collapse even worse, with the weight, because you don't want to do that. So we're going to add more to the sides. But for right now, what we want to do is get this thing to stand up on its own. You should see it. I put so much frosting on here that Santa Claus would hit. Santa Claus would get diabetes. There's so much frosting on this right now. The white frosting to make it stand up. That if Santa ate this house right now the way it is, he'd have diabetes. Hi, Tandika. He's going to a sugar coma. Okay, so I'm going to put one more spot of frosting over here. We're leaving this alone now. This is going to be left alone now. It's on its own. It's going to dry. And we can look at the ceiling. I'm going to try and move this over so we have more room. But we're just about there where we're done. I can tell you that right now for now. So you guys, should we stop here and continue on Tuesday? What do you think? We'll stop here. And then we'll continue on Tuesday. We'll work on the roof. Yeah, we're going to let it dry. We're done for the night. So all I can do right now is let it dry. And then it looks plain on the sides, but it's not going to be plain on the sides because once it dries, we're going to be able to put stuff on it. Okay? So don't think it's going to be plain on the sides. Yeah, see, that's almost ready to stand up on its own on the front now. So I'm going to leave that for like an hour. I don't want it to glue to my can. So I'm going to leave it for like an hour and let it dry upright with the can against it. And let that dry upright. And we should be okay with it. It's kind of at a kind of strange angle, but it's fine. So I'm going to leave this on here so we don't have any collapse. I'm going to put one on the back so I don't have any collapse, like that one. We're going to put that one there on the back. I don't think the sides are going to come down. I think the sides are fine. I just think we need to make sure that the other two stay up for now. All right. So Tuesday is our day. We'll be back on Tuesday to do this again. We'll let this dry. Tomorrow I got things going on. But maybe tomorrow night we'll see. If the stuff I have going on ends early enough tomorrow night, I'm not going to be doing a tarot card show tomorrow night because I got something going on late in the afternoon. So if I get done with that and at least an hour, maybe say 7 or 8 o'clock, we might come back on and do some more work on this. Otherwise, we'll come in on Tuesday afternoon and do this, which sounds pretty cool, But we're going to have to let it dry. And the thing is that here I don't have any space to set it down, really, so I got to figure out where I'm going to put it to let it dry. So I'll have to figure out where. But in the meantime, there it is, and we did pretty good today. We did really good today. We did very, very good today, actually, with it. So the face is fabulous. So it's that time. Love you guys. It was great. Nice having you with me today. We will finish it this week on schedule. Easter's coming. I know that. So we're going to finish it on schedule this week. I promise. And yeah, so what do you guys think of it so far? Good night, Tedika. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. You guys like it? Is that a yes or a no for everybody? Tell the truth. I can take it. Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's going to do it tonight. Again, tomorrow I'm not expecting to do a show because I got the art guys coming late tomorrow and all that. So who knows how long that's going to take. So I don't know if I'll have time to prep for a show tomorrow. So let you know. But otherwise, it'll dry. And like I said, if it's dry enough tomorrow, I can see coming on tomorrow night and doing some more work on it. So we'll have to see. But right now, as it stands, this is where we're at with it. It has to be let to dry. All right, everybody. Facebook, YouTube, thank you so much. Everybody over here, let me get you out of here. Let me sign off here. Good seeing you all. Thank you for coming. And we'll let this bad boy dry. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, it doesn't want to let